Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Santa Clara. Here's Arius Davis to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top.
1st and 10. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. Wow. Give him 14 on that play, one first down.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. In trouble, and down he goes. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On 4th down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. Ricky Pearsall deep for the Niners. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Sometimes we can make NFL football so complicated, Mike. There's different schemes, the personnel, different approaches to how to play the game. But when it all comes down to it, the best teams in the league, they simply just find a way to win. It might look different week in and week out. It might take 40 passes or it might take 40 runs. It could be a shootout or a slugfest. It doesn't matter. They are comfortable operating in all situations, and man, all you got to do, like Al Davis said, just win, baby.
They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's 3rd and 2. So Kittle comes in motion. They need 2. Here's Purdy. He finds his big receiver. That's Jennings. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Purdy on first down. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. A toss left side, caught by his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Good-looking drive, rolls on 18 more yards.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Throwing again is Purdy. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Moving the tight end right. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this down right to the edge of the red zone at the 21. Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Third and long. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll try to run for it. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Udi's kick is good. And the Niners are out to an early 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Davis now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense going to take over now for the second time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He'll give it to Dobbins. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. On play action now, Herbert. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation, makes them very one-dimensional.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing, Herbert. He'll get this out wide. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Niners offense ready for their 2nd possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead, see if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. It is Joey Bosa there on the tackle. Second and 7. Out of the gun. Here's in trouble. Down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. That is knocked away downfield. Incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll run to begin this drive. It's Edwards. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. That's the safety, Talanoa Hufanga, on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Dobbins. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Third and 5. Johnston motioning over. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, but he's got it. He's picked up a 1st down. That's 17 yards, and that's a 1st down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now it's Dobbins. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
A run with Dobbins. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Now he'll run it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
He pulls it in around the 5. He is in. Will Dissly, touchdown Chargers. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers move out to a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Niners offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And he'll take this down to the 43, a short pickup there. Here's a 2nd and 9. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll get forward to about the 42. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Purdy works out of the pistol. Has his man. It's Samuel. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So after 1, the Chargers out to the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Purdy. That is brought in at the 10. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. To throw, Purdy. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
From all the way back at the 14 now. 2nd down and goal. Now Purdy. Now he'll run. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn into a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and goal. It's Purdy. And he will score. Brock Purdy. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Here's Ladd McConkey to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Herbert makes the read, decides to hang on. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a 1st down.
Herbert now on 1st down. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Shotgun now for Herbert. He connects with Disley. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
This one finds McConkey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's a toss, right side. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. That's Charvarius Ward, able to make the play. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. They get 16 on that connection. It's good for a Charger first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Ladd McConkey. Touchdown, L.A. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers are on top. It's 14-10. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The 49ers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Throwing the out route, and Ayuk has it.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. He's got room to roam. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller, him and the quarterback, seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. So Kittle comes in motion. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be McCaffrey. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. Purdy. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. On is Moody to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. On the return is McConkey. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Herbert to throw on second down. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
Third and long. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He'll try to run for it.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this first down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the first down marker, sets up fourth down.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. There's Deebo Samuel and the rest of this Niners offense set to take over again. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. He gets this one to Samuel. It's complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Going right back to Samuel, he's got it again. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And this will wind up a Niners first down. He's able to take it up to the 30-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Purdy. Open man is Jennings.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Shotgun snap to Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to get back at it. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Now, Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley. To throw, it's Herbert. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's standing right around his own goal line. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire 1st half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Purdy. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
Here in the 1st half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Purdy now on second down. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Back to the air again is Purdy. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the 49ers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Herbert. He's going to look downfield for Chark. He's got it! And he's going to be out of bounds. 0-0 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. We saw a fine performance in the first half from the former Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy headed back on the field for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. First and 10 for Purdy. Over the middle to Ayuk, complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that gain to nothing.
3rd and short. Purdy. He'll try and get there on the ground.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back, but instead you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10. Purdy gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
On 2nd down, Purdy. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. So Kittle comes in motion. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he's going to have a Niners 1st down. It's a gain of 12 facing 4th down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Purdy going to put it up again. Samuel has it on the slant. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. Throwing again is Purdy. Taking off, and Purdy going to smartly hit the deck here as he's able to pick up the 1st down in the process.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
From the gun, it's Purdy. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're...
Oh, a loose football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Nearly a disaster there, especially in this area of the field, Mike. You know these guys are reaching for the ball. That is such a priority of every defense around the league. Create turnovers, especially in the red zone. Fortunately for this guy, he gets to get back in the huddle for another crack at it, thanks to some quick thinking and good hustle from one of his own guys.
Line of scrimmage back at the 7 for 3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. It is brought in the end zone. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. On the return is McConkey. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. That's Charvarius Ward, able to make the play. Second and 7. Shotgun now for Herbert. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Herbert keeping it on the zone read. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Edwards. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Open man is the tight end, Disley. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
1st and 10. Now it's Dobbins. Good blocking to the 15. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's got it at the 3.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
From the 2-yard line, yet again, what can they do on 3rd and goal? And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
So now, 4th down, and Cameron Dicker is on for the Chargers. This, about as short as you can get. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will cut into that lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The 49ers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. There's that man again. Another catch. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. A give for McCaffrey running right. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Purdy on 1st down. That's over the middle to Kittle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
To throw on 1st down is Purdy. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to McCaffrey. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Third down, 3 to go. So Kittle comes in motion. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. And he'll take it on in. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Davis now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense. And their running back set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on 3rd down. Brings up 4th, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Niners offense back onto the field for their next possession. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Purdy works out of the pistol. Off he goes. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 6. Running left, it's McCaffrey. Whoa. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, That's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Third and short. Purdy able to complete it to Ayuk. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, 49ers.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. Not much there. He'll get this down inside the 40. Second down and 8. They run once more with McCaffrey. Down the sideline, inside the 25. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's good for a Niners first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. And he'll get about 5. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And the 49ers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. And he will score again. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Moody now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. On the return is McConkey. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chargers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Now Herbert. He connects with Disley. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
On play action now, Herbert. To the right side and hauled in by McConkey. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
A modest game, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Now, Herbert. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. Now the ball thrown deep for Johnston.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down.
It's no secret this day has been a rough outing all around. So at this stage of the game, really no choice but to remain aggressive and just try to find something positive on a day where there's been a lot of negative.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. A run with Dobbins. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Third and a yard. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Herbert to throw for it on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll motion a tight end right. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Ayuk makes the catch right side. And he's taken down up past the 35.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll try the left side with McCaffrey. And he will finally be brought down at the Niners' 34-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
And this is how you just keep wearing down a defense. You find yourself with a pretty big lead. Now can they just lean on this run game the rest of the way and close this game out with a win?
They'll run here with McCaffrey. And he'll bring this inside the 30, a gain of about 5. Purdy now on 2nd down. A toss left side caught by his running back. A gain there of 11. First down, 49ers.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. He's going to keep it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
On is Moody to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers add on to their already sizable lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. On the return is McConkey. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
He's going to tuck it and go. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. This one complete to Palmer.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Pistol here for Herbert. There's that man again. Another catch.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Ladd McConkey. Touchdown Chargers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Kicker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chargers will get just a bit closer. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. So a win here for the 49ers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.